The skies over Europe were no longer contested. By 1944, the Luftwaffe, once feared for its dominance, was being hunted down by swarms of American bombers and their P-51 Mustang escorts. German cities were being reduced to ash, one wave at a time. Air superiority belonged to the Allies now, and it wasn't even close. But in the final, desperate chapters of the Second World War, Nazi Germany pulled a rabbit out of the hat. A sleek silver ghost, slicing through the clouds at speeds no pilot had ever seen. It didn't roar, it screamed. Pilots couldn't believe their eyes. It would appear out of nowhere, unleash a storm of cannon fire, and disappear before anyone could react. This was the Messerschmitt Me 262, the first operational jet fighter in the history of warfare. Faster than anything in the sky. More powerful than any aircraft fielded to date. A machine so ahead of its time, it made everything else in the air feel obsolete. But here's the thing, it didn't change the war. Not because it wasn't good enough, far from it. Because the people who had it didn't know how to use it. Ironically, the Me 262 story begins with a document meant to stop Germany from ever rising again. After World War I, the Treaty of Versailles was imposed on Germany with humiliating terms. It dismantled their military industry, banned the development of tanks, submarines, and aircraft engines, and left the country politically humiliated and economically wrecked. But here's the twist: while the treaty banned Germany from developing piston-driven aircraft engines, it made no mention of jet propulsion. Jet engines weren't even on anyone's radar in 1919. So, buried within the shackles of post-war punishment was an overlooked loophole, one that a few visionary German engineers would exploit. Among them was Hans von Ohain, working under the Heinkel Company. In secret, he developed the He-178, the world's first turbojet-powered aircraft, which took flight in 1939, just days before Nazi Germany invaded Poland. It was the dawn of something extraordinary. The engine didn't use a propeller, it used thrust. Pure speed, raw power, modernity in motion. Meanwhile, in Britain, a young engineer named Frank Whittle had also designed a working jet engine. But the British military, conservative and cautious, dismissed his ideas as impractical. That hesitation would cost them dearly in the short term, because while Britain shelved innovation, Germany fast-tracked it. The jet age had begun, and Germany was in the lead. As the war escalated, the Nazi regime had its hands full with a multi-front conflict. Blitzkrieg tactics had given them an early advantage, but now the cracks were showing. The Eastern Front was a bloodbath. The Allies were closing in from the west. In the air, they were overwhelmed. And yet, amid all this chaos, a radical project was underway. William Messerschmitt, a brilliant engineer and head of the Messerschmitt Aircraft Company, saw potential where others saw fantasy. He believed a jet-powered fighter wasn't just possible, it was necessary. He proposed Project 1065, a twin-jet interceptor that could outrun and outgun anything the Allies had. The design was futuristic, clean, streamlined, lethal. Unlike Heinkel, Messerschmitt had something even more important than vision: political clout. He knew how to work the system, how to sell ideas to the Nazi top brass. And in 1942, after seeing early test flights, none other than Adolf Hitler himself was impressed. That was all Messerschmitt needed. The first prototype of the Me 262 took to the skies that same year. But it wasn't until 1943, when famed Luftwaffe ace Adolf Göhl and flew the jet himself, that its potential was truly understood. After landing, Göhl reportedly said, "This is not just an improvement. This is a quantum leap." And he was right. This aircraft didn't belong in 1943. It felt like it had crash-landed from the future. By mid-1944, something had changed. The skies over Europe, once ruled by German fighters, were now thick with the hum of Allied engines. The introduction of long-range escorts like the P-51 Mustang gave the B-17 what it had always needed: a fighting chance. No longer flying blind into death traps, the bombers could now punch deeper into enemy territory and still come home. And just in time, because the stakes had never been higher. As the Allies prepared for D-Day, the B-17 took center stage. In the weeks leading up to June 6th, flying fortresses carpet-bombed German defenses across northern France. Railways, bridges, supply depots, communication lines, anything that could delay or weaken Hitler's response to the invasion, the B-17 was ordered to destroy it, and when the sun rose on that fateful morning, 1,500 B-17s were already in the air, wave after wave. The sky rumbled with thousands of engines. It was the largest aerial assault the world had ever seen. And it wasn't just about bombs. It was about sending a message. We're here, we're coming, and we're not leaving until it's over. By now, the Flying Fortress had become more than a machine. It was a symbol of persistence, of sacrifice, of a nation that had stepped into the fire and refused to back down.